Hello, good evening. How are you this evening? Welcome to Let's Get Hot with Coach T. It's been a minute since I've been here, so I just want to say welcome everyone. Happy holidays. Tis the season to be jolly. Many blessings to you, many well wishes to you and your family. I'm here in my living room. Little festive background. Just want to spread a little joy, a little cheer. I want to come on tonight. It's going to be real quick, sweet, short, to the point. I'm here to just say, we're going to talk about what our 2019 is going to bring. Hello, welcome to everyone who's here. I'm going to give a little minute or two. I got my timer set. So it's going to be quick, sweet, short, and to the point. I hope that everyone's had a great week, a great day. I've missed you all, but sometimes life gets in the way and you have to take a break, take a step back. You have to fall back. You have to just kind of revamp, get yourself together. Then I was sick the entire week last week. So I'm so happy to be up and about and moving and better. But in those moments of being sick and being down and not being able to really function the way I want to, I was able to reflect a lot, think a lot, look at some things about myself, people around me. Thank you all for liking, sharing, and following, and the post. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. I've just been in a reflective mode, just be revamping, thinking, what do I want 2019 to bring? Because 2018 has been, I've been living my best life, but it's been it's been living my best and my worst life almost the entire year, it seems. Definitely since March. Since spring, well, the transition started in February, but since spring, it has really, really been one thing after another. And I can tell you for a fact, this is Let's Get Hot, honest, open, and transparent with Coach T. And I can tell you for a fact that since November the 11th, at about 7 p.m., it has been non-stop in my life with things that are going on in my life, people, situations, just everything, things that are out of my control. What I can control is how I respond. But I found myself getting back into the place where I was responding in my own way. So I was in my way, God's way, and I just came to the point. It's sometimes you have to just step back, drop the pieces, let it burn, and when the smoke clears, you figure out what to do next, because some things you cannot deal with, you cannot handle, and you have to, and everything that I talk about every week when I'm here with you all, I've always said that I'm not exempt. I'm never exempt from what I talk about. And my experiences are what equips me. My experiences are what shapes me, what prepares me, what makes me the coach that I am, the mentor that I am, the speaker that I am. It's through my experiences. It's through the affliction that equips me. So no, I'm not for everyone. No, I'm not. Everyone is not on my team and not on my side, but I am somebody's solution. I am your solution, and somebody is my solution. So coaches get coaching, and the thing is, and I had to I've been, like I said, been writing and reflecting and, returning to some things that I need to get done, because you look up and you feel like you're a hamster on the wheel. You're just going. Not that you're not productive, not that I haven't gained a lot, accomplished a lot, made great strides, but I've had several setbacks, several things to come up, several things to push me back, several things to, stagnate when I'm trying to get done. You get into your emotions, you get into your feelings. You're like, why do I have to keep making sacrifices because of other people's mistakes or their failures or their unwillingness to change and do what they need to do? And so in those like I said, I was sick all last week, and I push. We talk about pushing through. You can push through as you push out. Excuse me. And so you have to get to the point also where you just say, you know what? I have to let everything go, even my own way, or even if it's not that your way is wrong, but it may not be the way that God wants you to work right then or right now. It may not be the way God wants you to do it. And I mentioned it several times on my live before about how, God's showing me that this has been a year not only of shifting and sifting and shedding and rediscovery and enlightenment and facing your fear and conquering fear every day and detaching from the outcome. And one thing that I can tell you is, since November the 11th, and all these different things happening that were unexpected and that I was facing and dealing with, I wasn't detaching from the outcome. I was trying to get to the outcome. And so, but when you detach from the outcome, that means I've been praying and meditating, which works wonders and it keeps me grounded, but it wasn't the be all end all. So I had to go back and look at one other point that I'm going to talk about. But my point is, one thing I realized in my reflection moment is I was not, I hadn't detached from the outcome. My son was in a car accident, trying to figure out about his car, me getting the car, all these different things, stuff at the house, unexpected going on. It's just like, so when everything is coming at you full speed ahead, you have to have a source, an outlet, a venue, a person, a safe place to go, because it's not about a pity party or anything like that, but you need someone who can listen. But when you're the one who listens, then who listens to you? Because people don't see you as someone who goes through too. Because, oh, she always bounce back. Oh, they always this. But it was at a point where you had to just fall back, and you had to get to the point where you detach from the outcome. I had to rediscover that. Had to go back and reapply my own steps, my own strategies to my own life. But that also came through coaching. And another thing that came through the coaching event was, and I'm leading to what 2019 will bring, just follow along with me, is where have you been disobedient? And I'm like, in no way. I'm doing what God say. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And this, that, and the other. And I'm following the steps. But my disobedience came. I changed my book. I changed the topic. I put the original book down, started writing something else, started creating other little, things I thought would make things move faster and go faster, which is really only putting building blocks in the way. It was bricks, but they weren't the bricks to building the house. They were bricks that were stopping the movement and the flow, because that's not the direction or the way that God was saying go. So you're putting out fires over here, you're dealing with this and that, you're still coaching, you're still a parent, you're still working, you're still doing things you need to do, you're still trying to figure it out. But the thing is, when God's already worked it out, you have to figure it out. You just have to be still and know and listen and let him lead and guide you. And I hope my dog I'm in the living room, so he's going from his bowl over here next to me, just crunching and eating. So I hope you don't hear that. But I'm thankful, as long as he don't start barking, so we good. But I had to go back and so that conversation played over and over my mind, and it's like, how are you disobedient? So I had to go back and look, paying attention to your health, taking the steps, taking action, implementing, following through, pushing through, but pushing through for the right reasons, in the right ways, the right places, following the path and the plan that I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Because each time I have stepped out to try and go to do it my own way or a different way or to help God out, then guess what? That door was closed. There was a no. That's why I said, but every no leads you to the yes that God has for you. So don't be discouraged with your no's. Take it as a sign and a blessing. Okay, I need to get back on track. I need to do what he said do. But this no is leading me to my yes. See, closed doors lead to open doors. So when the doors are open for us, I'm sorry, Cameron. When the doors are open for us, my son is playing the game. Sorry, he's yelling at the TV. I'm sure if you have teenagers, you know that. So, and I don't want to stop. I just got to keep going. But when doors are open, we kind of stop. We press pause. Okay, this is the answer. And we don't go forward. We don't move forward. Thank you. But when the doors are closed, it keep us seeking God. It keep us asking. It keep us praying. It keep us at a point of expectation, a place of anticipation, waiting for the miracle. And I know we only have a few days left for the year before the year comes in, but it's still time. It's still plenty of time for fourth quarter miracles. It's still plenty of time for God to show up and show out. It's still plenty of time for you to get your breakthrough. And it may not be a financial breakthrough. It may not be and that's possible, because it depends on what you're confessing, what you're believing, what are you saying, what are you doing, what steps are you taking, what adjustments are you making. See, some of us, we are not making adjustments. We are not changing. We're still talking the same talk, but we're not walking a different walk. We stand in this certain role, this place. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So it's like, but when there's a no, it keeps you seeking for your yes. When we get our yes, we keep sticking. We get comfortable. We happy. Okay, thank you, Jesus, you answered. And we kind of get back into this routine. So the other part of it is, hey, Katina, how you need everyone that's joining. The thing about it is, in the reflection, like I said, is like how you disobedient. Okay, since I went back to my original book, where I'm supposed to have been writing, supposed to have been finished, been doing, the word's been flowing like water, flowing like a river, nonstop, keep going. And the entrepreneur journey is not easy. No journey is easy, but this one is not easy. When you've been called to a greater purpose, a higher standard, a greater way of living, there's much, the greater the blessing, the greater the testing, But when you are determined to do things the way God wants you to do them, of course, there's going to be an adversary or an attack or things that come to stop you, and we can recognize it, but sometimes it really becomes overwhelming. But that's how you know you're at the brink of your breakthrough. And in my writing, I want to get to my notes because I took some notes that I wanted to just share to keep everything on point. In that, and so this is a thing this is the realization that I come to. It's like, what will your 2019 bring? And this is the thing that you need to understand. 2019 is not going to breed anything different than 2018 if you don't do anything different for 2019. So if you don't make a choice, but also with making a choice, make a decision, but then taking action on that decision. So, I listen to a lot of other things, and I write and I reflect and I think. So it's what does 2019 bring? Well, 2019, and I get this from, just listening to this other speaker I listen to and following as again, add my own notes and things to it, my own thoughts, and I've been waking up super early, like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, why am I waking up? And I'm thinking it's to pray and meditate, but it's been to write. It's been to write, to reflect, because the afternoons in my life are so busy. I do more on the weekends. So I had to go back with my coaching session. How I've been disobedient. Go back and revamp your schedule because you're tired, you're overwhelming. Chiropractor 3 times a week, 1 for me, 2 for my son. Other things going on, just different things that come to test your response. We talk about response and reaction. It's like the heat go out all of a sudden. There's a leak in the garage all of a sudden. It's just back to back to back to back. So, and your situations may be different, but I'm sure you can understand the back to back to back. The overwhelm, the stress. If you're a parent, dealing with your kids' activities, depending on what age your children are and what they have to do. What you have to do for yourself, because we talk about self-care as well, and that's very important. But the thing about it is this is like, what does my 2019 bring? And 2019 pretty much is all about choice. And these are just notes that I've made myself and also from something I was watching. So I'm not going to take total credit, but I'm going to give it my spin on what it really means. So 2019 is all about choice. What you choose to align yourself with, you will receive. And so if you choose to be the same as you were and the way that you have always been, then you know what 2019 is going to bring. It's going to bring what you've always gotten. But the day that you decide that you're going to change the invisible, see, once you change the invisible, then what's visible will change. Once you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. So others of us, which is where I've been in this place of reflection, especially on the last month, but definitely last week, when they say you're in a sick and shut-in and you don't have time to do nothing but think and pray and just reflect and write and look and evaluate. And it's not always about other people. See, we have to take ownership for ourselves, be accountable, be responsible. Then you come back in and you look at what it is I can do different, because other people aren't going to be different. They're not going to change unless they want to. You can't control them. It is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. But you can be that other person. You can either be the one who keep doing what you've been doing, the way you've been doing it, and being how you are. Then that's what 2019 going to bring for you. It's not going to be anything different from 2018. Same complaints, same worries, same stress, same victimization. Always me. Oh, I can't catch a break. Life is hard. Oh, I can't do that. That's whatever you putting out is what it's going to be. So there's power in the tongue, power in the thoughts, but it's power in what you say. So whatever you're receiving is because of what you're putting out. Your life is a reflection. Your experiences is a lot. Your experiences is a reflection of the life you're living, what you're saying, what you're doing. What's going on around you, not in the world per se, because we can't control the world, but what's going on around you in your immediate environment, the people you hang around, the things you say, what you watch, what you eat, what you do, where you go. That's a reflection on you, your thought processes, what you believe, what you don't believe, what you're feeling, what you accept and what you don't accept. So you can be that person who chooses to stay in that place, or you can be the other person, which is what I've been doing. And as a coach and as a speaker and a mentor, this is what I'm encouraging you to do as well, is you can choose to look at your experiences. See, I can blame other people for some things because I'm not saying I haven't been wronged, but I have to also admit that I haven't always been right. And so you can choose to look at your experiences and say, yeah, it was difficult. Oh, heck yes, it's been difficult. It was terrible, but I'm choosing differently. And by choosing to be different, I'm no longer what? I'm no longer choosing to tell the story of 2018. And for me, it's only a point of reference when I'm telling my story, when I'm coaching, strategize. It's a point of reference. But to rehash and recap everything from the ups, downs, ins, out, highs, lows, hurt, betrayal, ins, out, wins, losses, gain, wins and losses when it comes to friendship, wins and gains and losses when it comes to material things and things around me, finances and all that. When I'm telling my story of the transitions and the transformations in my life, yes, I will reference 2018 and other things. But I'm no longer choosing to tell the story. Because see, when you choose different, you're going to be different. Now, that's going to take work. It's going to take effort. And it takes its own intent. So I've often posted that intention is everything. And so intention is everything. Like, I intend to work out every day. But my intention, when I take action on that and I get up and I start working out or make a change. You see, the thing about it, you have to also be careful of we get a big list in our mind of what we need to do, and then we think if we want to attack all 20. Well, if you make a list of 6, if you get 4 done, celebrate that and be happy with it. And that's 4 things, and you got 2 more to tackle the next day. So, but it takes intent. The intention is, okay, the intention or the intent is to get 6 done. But once you take action on that, then you've accomplished something because you've done 4 out of the 6. Celebrate that. See, we exhaust ourselves, we get overwhelmed, we get frustrated because we got all these things to do. We think we get them all done in one day, and it doesn't work like that. So you can choose to do different and be different. And this is the thing too. We are all victims of something. With all of us, no one's exempt. But you got to make a decision. You got to decide, okay, we are all victims of something. And while some of us, like me, per se, I was just telling you, we can say, I choose to release stuff, let it burn. I choose to phone a friend, get a lifeline, get a life raft, etc., and save myself and live my best life and do what I need to do for real. But others of us, they're choosing to drown in the pool of victimization, swim against the current, because we want to live in the forever world of woe is me. Hey, Vicky, woe is me. If they wouldn't have, if my mom, my daddy would have did. And I'm not saying those things don't affect us because they do. And most of the things that we learn, our thinking, our strategies, how we do things, what we are going to do and not going to do, it comes from what we pick up in childhood. And we think our soul ties come from places of when we get into relationships and people, and it does, all those things do, because what you put in and put out is deposits and all that, but a lot of everything is formed when we're younger, but we skate around it, we dance around it, we keep the secrets, we talk about it, we evade it, avoid it, we tell half the story, exactly, let go in order to live. And so the place of release comes when you no longer choose to be the victim. But you got some people who are going to be around you. Again, woe is me. If they wouldn't have did this, my mama, daddy, and them, and this is just me, this is how I am, and da-da-da, it's hard. I'm trying, but I can't. So as long as you're holding on to all those things, okay? And I just shared that, Vicky. I have lived my best and worst life of 2018, but it's a year of shifting, transitions, tower moments. But see, our tower moments bring us to a place where we have a realization. We realign, we reawaken, we rediscover some things about ourselves, other people. We realize that some things about us need to change, let go of some things, some people, even some thoughts, ideas. We need to get to the point where we just really, what he says, surrender it all and let it go and get out of our own way. And it's not in our own strength that we can do anything. And sometimes you have to, it hurts and it looks bad and it makes you cry and it makes you happy. All these different things, but it's like you get to the point where it's like when you sit back and reflect, when you fall back, as we say, and when you really just be like, dang, I'm exhausted. Okay, and why? Because we're trying to control us or the people why they act like this, why he want, well, it's just so, it makes so much more sense to handle it this way. But people not going to do it the way you do it. People not going to handle the way you handle it. So guess what? You got to release that. You got to get yourself in alignment. You got to get yourself in a place where, oh gosh, hope this call don't mess up my thing. Hold on. You have to get to the place where you just say, you know what? That's them. This me. I'm releasing this. And see, we people oftentimes we attach it to, just relationships. But relationships come in all shape, forms, or fashions. You got to let everybody go. You got to love them, but you got to let it go. Family, friends, babe, boo, husband, wife. I mean, you don't walk out on your husband, your wife, but you know what I mean? You got to let it go. You got to let go. Get yourself back into alignment. So that's what I think. How are you disobedient? Because I'm out of alignment. I'm writing a book that God didn't say write. Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't give me all the books I got, but that first book he told me to write. I started, but I'm trying to get a shortcut. I'm trying to get there quick. I'm trying to make these things moving fast and shake and go. But when you get into alignment and obedience, guess what? The floodgates will open. The doors are open. The favor will come. You stop chasing the blessing. Find the problem, because you are the solution. You are the answer. I am somebody's answer. You are somebody's answer. Joseph was Pharaoh's answer. He was also Potiphar's answer until the wife, tried to flip the script. You're the answer. So people are going to hate on you. None of your haters are above you. None of your haters are doing better than you. You can't worry about that. So guess what? You got to get back into the place where you relinquish control. You relinquish the right to be right. It's like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? That thought kept resonating with me. I'm like, who cares about being right? God said go back and reconcile some relationships with people. I'm like, for what? They wrong me. I don't know. But he said, I'll make your enemy your footstool. He will cause people to come back to you once you get into the place of forgiveness, when you get into the place of healing yourself, when you get into the place of accountability. And people shun coaching, they shun therapy, but all the things that God put everything in this place, in this earth, to help us and equip us to get us moving forward, because we're around people with limited scope, limited thinking, limited ways of doing things, not aware, afraid to get outside the box, afraid to get out of the comfort zone, talk yourself out of every situation, everything. And I had to go back, and I was thinking and looking, I'm like, God, you've given me the answer to so many things, but I went looking for, he said this is it, but I'm looking over here, how to get this done, or I'm gonna go, well, I hear that, but when in reflection, you go back and look, I've given you solutions, problems that you're a solution to, but you're looking for it to come this other way, and I've already given it to you. So sometimes when you push yourself too hard, or like I said, I'm a goer, I'm a doer, and I'm much better. I'm not an overfunctioner like I used to be, but my drive, my passion. But then when you start going through so much, you start feeling so overwhelmed, you do kind of get stuck. You do kind of get to a place where you're like, shoot, like, God, I need a break. I need a time out. Like, come on, really? But it's like these things are pushing you to the place of your destiny, to the point of letting go, to the place of surrender. And so when people text me, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I just can't. I'm like, well, I'm not convinced yet. And like, even with us, God said, I'm not convinced that you're tired. I'm not convinced that you're really ready for me to handle your business for you. I'm not really convinced that you're ready for me to take you to the next level. I'm not convinced that you are ready to, walk it like you're talking. I'm not convinced. Because what? You trying to help me out. When I say I already got it for you anyway. I know the plans I have for you. And sometimes, and it hurts, and it makes we were like, dang, I saw this. Signs are always around us. But everything happens for a reason. Everything comes to our life for a reason. And it's to get us to see something, to discover something, to rediscover something, to reevaluate, to change your perspective, to see something the way you've never seen it. Like a rich person has never been poor. So if a rich person never been poor, they don't know what it's like to be the poor. And vice versa. Hey, Venetia. So what I'm saying is, but see, sometimes God put situations in our path where we're going to learn something from everybody in every kind of way. So you need to experience some things. But then again, experience is your best teacher. I can coach. I can do what I do because my experiences have already shaped, made, and molded me. So back to the thing about victimization is, I'm trying and, but once we get out of these infectious, it's like I'm trying. But once we do get out of the infectious waters, we don't really want to, it's like, so people think I'm trying, but they don't want to get out there. So they may come out of the infectious water, but they still don't want to heal. We want to use vices, or coping mechanisms, walk on crutches, exaggerate our stories while telling them on every stop along the way. So let me say it again. So, okay, you victimize it. So you get out the infectious water, but you're still with your crutches. You're still with your vices. You're still using things you think help your story. You're still a victim. Oh, every stop on your crutches. You're on your crutches, and every step along the way, you're retelling your story over and over again. You should be tired. I'm like, you should be tired of hearing yourself talk about what happened to you when you was 5, when you was 10. You know, she left me. He did it. You're not taking accountability for what you've done. What part of your story did you help create? Go back and change it. Period. You can't change the past, but you can change the present and you can fix the future. You can get yourself to a place where living my best life and being my best self is a true testament. It's a true statement. So go back. What have you gotten away from? Yes, I do affirmations and I pray, but I used to have my notes all over my mirror. And it's not about, you do got to psych yourself out. You live in a world where it's psychos everywhere. They're pushing stuff into you every day. Stuff is stimulating you every day. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, everything you do. There's something there that is getting your attention. So why not prepare yourself? Why not get your own self dressed and be armed and dangerous and ready to face the world so nobody can tell you anything different? Nobody can rearrange what you already know. Is like I said, I respect and believe. Whatever you believe, I respect it. But I believe in God. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I believe in. So I can't let nothing come in and taint that. And then you got to get out your own way. I'm like, I cannot block my own. I cannot be a blessing blocker, and I can't let anything else that used to block my blessings. No matter how it come back around in my life, no matter how God, He restores relationships. It doesn't mean it don't. And this thing, when there's restoration or redemption, it don't have to be the same way it used to be. You don't have to feel the same way you used to feel. But that's one more place of freedom. See, when you get over the betrayal, when you get over the hurt, when you're no longer mad, when you ain't no longer frustrated, you ain't got to tell the story no more. That's how you know you heal. You can see the person don't want to knock their head off or cuss them out or tell them off or be like, oh, you make my head hurt, or I just can't stand him. And I haven't delivered from that with everybody, but the people that you think that's how you know you're free. And then and if you're not free, the things that aggravate them are some things you need to work on yourself about them. But then also goes to the fact that this is just who they are. And you got to accept that and keep it moving. And you let God and the universe handle that. You let them deal with that, because misery loves company. So why don't we start sending these invitations back to these miserable people? No, return to sender. So everybody who wants to stay on the crutches, everybody who wants to remain a victim, telling their story along the way, then you tell them, I can't be a part of this. So that means somebody's going to be hurt. Somebody's going to be disappointed. Somebody's feelings somebody's going to think you all that. Somebody's going to feel like you're different. You are. And it's okay, because like-minded people, like-minded situations, things that ignite you, things that push you, things that make you soar, things that push you to the next level. That's what you want. You don't want a whole bunch of amen corners. You want people to critique you, tell you, hey, this and that. My coach said, Tara, we've been on this, over this. We've been talking about this. So go back and you do that. She's transparent. She had asked God the same thing. And then the revelation comes and you're like, oh my goodness. So you go back and you just kind of, you reflect. And then when you reflect, you take action. You might not be able to jump at it real quick and get it all done in one day, but just the fact that you recognize it, that's the first step. The second part is recognizing and then taking action, taking steps towards it, small steps. So, okay, I need to, I talk about my weight and I've gained, at medicine and stuff like that. But so yes, the medicine is a culprit, but so are my comfort foods, my favorite Chick-fil-A cookies and cream shake, or peppermint chocolate chip, or my favorite eggnog shake, because in the moment it's what comforts you. So you got to go back and look at what are you using to comfort you. Not that I would never have it, but make some minor adjustments in a major way, and your life is going to begin to change. So you want to get away from the people who want to stay on the crutches. Some people want to stay handicapped. They want to stay stuck. They want to stay in that place of, I just want somebody to, hold on one second. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm back. You want to get to that, the timer was off, but you want to get away from the people who want to stay in that place of, I keep trying, but I just can't. And you should have did this. Well, if you wouldn't have did that, well, you got to get away from that kind of stuff. So this is the thing. This is my resolution. This is my resolve. I ain't talking about nothing or nobody. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. But however it applies, either way, kudos if you in a place where you are, keep working and keep going, and decided today you want to, like really want to stop, you want to really stop leaning and start standing. You are equipped. You have the tools. Throw your crutches away and begin to walk and quit interrupting and messing up other people's lives with your own shenanigans. It's time to cut that stuff out. You got to get over people who want to do that. You got to make a decision that I really want to stop leaning and I want to stand up. Because we all are equipped with the tools that we need mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and financially to get to the next level. So, and the people who don't want to do that, who don't want to quit interrupting and messing up people's life, who want to stay on their crutches, then you need to get away from them. Because they're going to only keep interrupting your destiny, your flow, what it is you need to do. So you got to find you got to find someone who wants to lock in, and walk, walk away, find a like-minded person, or go get you somebody who want to be on crutches like you and stay disabled, and y'all be forever and always in that place. But you got to want to change. You got to want to release. You got to want to let go. You got to want to start over. You can't be afraid to do something that you've never done. You got to want to have, not have a crutch. You got to focus on the energy of what someone else. You can't keep focusing on the energy of what somebody else did, or dealing with what you did. You just got to get to the point where you are stop reliving what has already happened. It's done. Be open to change. Let it go. And keep moving. So it's like when you get to the point where you've had enough, the worst of life has had to offer, you disassociate yourself with that. And with anyone who helped bring that into your life, if they change, then great. But if they're not changing, you got to get disassociate with them. Get your mind clear. Move forward. Not stop placing blame. What has happened has already happened. You understand that. You took a part in it also. Claim your part. Quit dragging it out. Quit dragging it with you. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to think about it. Refuse to think about it. Refuse to talk about it. You don't want to deal with it. Refuse to deal with it. Be open and let it take up. Be open. Quit it and quit letting it take up your mental space. Don't allow it to take up your mental space. Don't allow it to get in your way. Don't allow it to stop you. That's the intent. That's what I mean by intention. I ain't going to talk about it. I ain't going to keep reliving it. I ain't going to keep retelling it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. I'm moving on to the next thing. I'm thinking about what my life has to offer. I'm thinking about what's coming next. I'm thinking about where I'm going. What do I want to manifest in 2019? What do I want to see 2019 and moving forward? Not just January the 1st, but you don't wait till January the 1st. You start now. So my life will be different in 2019 because it will not resemble anything from 2017 or 2018. My year will be disassociated with what has happened. I will be planting new seeds. And this is what you tell yourself. I'll be planting new seeds. I'll be positive. I'll be starting a new life. I'm implementing new things, meeting new people, going new places, getting out of my own way, doing it scared, not worrying about the outcome, just doing it and following the way it's supposed to be followed. New and refreshed mindset, because it will match the work that you've done, and you get to this place that matches your intent of releasing what has happened and leaving the rest up to God and the universe. Let God and the universe handle it. You don't have to. It ain't none of your business. Don't let it take up none of your mental space. It ain't none of your business anyway. None of your emotional energy you give to these situations anymore. Don't let it step into you or in the way of you or your success. Not living in that experience anymore. You have to refuse to live there. I rebuke thee, Satan. I rebuke all this stuff, all these shenanigans. And when it comes to your mind, refuse it. Rebuke it. Send it out. Refuse to let these things take up your mental space and your mental clutter. No longer living as if I'm still in the experience. Release it from your spirit and your mind. Go forth. Quit giving people who are no longer in your life control. Oh my God, that's a true testament. It seems hard, but it's not. Quit giving them control. Cut the puppet strings. Release what no longer serves you. No blessing blockers. It's time to draw the line. 2019 will only be as great as your intent, your choice. It's not going to happen just because you say it. It's not going to be different just because you think it. It's not going to be different just because you say so. It will only be as great as your intent. So if 2018, and life is going to happen. Life is going to keep lifing. But go back and reflect. Think about it. Go back and look at some things you could have done differently. But 2019 is only going to be as great as your intent and your choice, and not just because. The ish is old. Don't join the pity parties. Send the invitation back. Return to sender. And go get your mind right so that you can live your best life and be your best self. Take action in the direction that you want to take it in. Take your keys back from those who you've locked out. Keep them locked out. If they don't change or don't want to do something different, you keep them locked out. You take your keys back. Cut the puppet strings. They ain't studying you anyway. Go do something different. Join a class. Do yoga. Write. Do something different with your life. But you got to get to the point where you're no longer, again, and I'm wrapping up with this, I'm no longer living as if I'm still in the experience. If it's an experience you don't want in your life anymore, then you quit reliving it. Quit rehashing it. Quit rethinking it. People want to talk about it. Tell them you're not talking about it anymore. You got a new talk. You got a new talk. You got a new song. You got a new conversation. You got a new goal. You got a new vision. You got a new plan. We say we lost us. You didn't lose yourself. You're just rediscovering what you've allowed to be suffocated, suffered, smothered, stuffed down because of what the world does and what people do. So you're rediscovering. But you got to get to the point where you're throwing away the crutches, getting rid of everything that no longer serves you. Even things that inside of here, you got to declutter here, got to declutter here, and you got to definitely get this in line. What you're saying, what you're seeing, what you're thinking. I'm not saying you don't have fun and enjoy life, but your life is a sum total of every decision that you've already made. Your life is a sum total of every decision that you've already made. So if you want to be better, you got to be better. If you want to see better, you got to be better. If you want to receive better, you got to do better. You got to change the direction. You got to change your trajectory. There's nobody's responsibility for your life but you. Let it burn. Usher said it best. I think we should just let it burn. And if it's meant to come back around, it will. But don't let nothing else forfeit or stop you from your destiny. Life is going to happen. People are going to hurt us, betray us, lie to us, hate on us. But you keep going. This is your life to live. You continue to live your best life. Be your best self. No longer live life as if you are still in the experience. Release it from your spirit and your mind. Go forth. Quit giving people who are no longer in your life control. Take the keys back. You are equipped with every tool. Every tool. You are equipped with everything you need to change your life and to change your story. Good, bad, or indifferent, young or old, you are equipped with that. Cut the puppet strings. Release who and whatever no longer serves you. And it's okay because change happens. Release that thing. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. No blessing blocking. Not even for you. Not even you being in your own way. Trust God. Trust your journey. Trust the process. Draw the line. And remember that 2019 will only be as great as your intent. It's your choice, not just because. Don't join the pity parties. Return to sender. Take action in the direction of in the direction you want to take it in. Take your keys back from those you've locked out and go live your best life. Remember, 2019 is all about what you choose to align yourself with. So if you choose to be the same as you were, the same way that you've always been, then you already know what 2019 will bring. But if you choose to say, yes, it's been hard. Yes, it's been difficult. Yes, I had a part in it. Yes, it's been overwhelming. Yes, it's been frustrating. Yes, it's been difficult. There's been a lot going on. But I'm refusing to take blame. I'm refusing to keep talking about it. I'm refusing to be a part of it. I'm refusing to let it take up my mental space. I'm refusing to just be a part of their story anymore. My 2019 will be different because it will not resemble anything I've already been through. My year will be disassociated with what has happened. I'll be planting new seeds, positive things, starting a new life, implementing new strategies, meeting new people, a new and refreshed mindset, because it will match the work that I have done. And this place will match my intent of releasing what has already happened, leaving the rest up to God and the universe. Let them handle it. It's not your business. No longer giving it any mental or emotional space. Stepping it to the side, and don't let it step in the way of your success. Not dragging it with you. I refuse to drag it with me anymore. So you have to want to change, release, let go, start over, and do something. Excuse me. And do something different if you want to see your life change. So quit reliving what has already happened. It's done. Hey, Alicia, be open to change. I'm wrapping up, so I hope you catch the replay. Good to see you. Because when you've had enough of the worst that life has to offer, you will disassociate yourself with anyone and anything to help bring that mess into your life, clear your mind, and move forward. So, I'm just here to say, if you want 2019 to be any different from 2018, then you know that you're going to have to want to be different yourself. Period. The end. So you have to, in order to be different, you have to, what? Do different. That's it. That's it. Choose to be different. And by choosing to be different, life is going to be different. So no longer choose to tell the story of 2018. For me, like I said at the beginning, it's only a point of reference about my transitions and transformation. But I'm no longer telling the story that way. I have a new story, new beginning, new things, new things on the horizon. So again, what happens in 2018? It's all about the choices that you choose and what you choose to align yourself with. That's what you're going to receive. Period. It's not going to happen just because. You got to do the work. It takes effort, and it takes intent, and it takes action. So let's take action. Yes, and I talk about, I'm wrapping up with this, I said 2018 was a year to soar. But when you're thinking about when you soar, you go through the turbulence. You are rising through turbulence. Think about an airplane. It doesn't get to a smooth point where it's smooth until what? Until they've gone through the turbulence. They tell you, hold on, we're going through some turbulence. There's some clouds along the way. When a shuttle begins to take off to soar, they take up and then things fall off. So I would like to encourage you, again, I had to rediscover this on last week. Detach from the outcome. Trust God, trust your journey. Stay focused, stay the course. Be the change you want to see. Be the change you want to feel. Quit reliving what has already happened and begin to live in what it is you want to manifest. Talk about that. Talk about what you want to see come to pass, what you want to see happen. And I'm telling you, the more you get your mind, your vision, and your speaking, and your drive about it right, the quicker you will see those things come to pass in your life. So I'm Tara Nicole. It's been a little over 30 minutes, more than I wanted, but I'm I try to time it, but I'm led by however God leads me. And hope you catch the replay. Please like and share the video. I'll be on next week just to talk about the things for 2019 that's coming up. Let's Get Hot will still happen, but it won't be the same format because I'm driving the coaching groups and sessions more than this. So it's been a blessing. It's been a journey. It's been a blast. It's been fun. But there will be changes, and I hope to see you on the other side. Thank you for liking and sharing the video. You can go to Tara.Nicole, www.tara.Nicole.com. You can receive a freebie. I still have, free clarity sessions. Of course, you want full coaching session, then there's a fee associated with that. But their 15-minute laser calls are still available at calendly.com/max the moment. It's time to maximize the moment. Take control of your emotions or to take control of you. Let's maximize the moments of life. Let's maximize on these experiences and go forth. And it's time to not only elevate. I mean, it's a year of acceleration, but it's time to elevate. But it starts with no longer staying in the places or the experiences that have already happened. Let it go. It's time to be free and move on. It's time to go. Checking in tonight for Let's Get Hot. Thank you for joining me. It's been a blast. It's been a wonderful year. And regardless of all the ebbs and flows, ups and downs, ins and outs, you have been awesome. And I appreciate you, your love and your support. I look forward to 2019 and all that it has to bring. Thank you for liking and sharing the video. Be blessed. Good night. Happy holidays. God bless you. Whatever you celebrate, just be safe. And remember the reason for this season. Family, love, togetherness, giving, sharing, embracing, reflecting, counting your wins, counting our joy regardless, being the change you want to see, and spreading love regardless, and forgiveness. And you do that and watch your life change.